blooded with juice. You're blooded confused and I'm on the muse. You don't wanna see me come through with the 1-2, some sort of kung fu. Anything fun for you, I'm gonna undo. Yeah, I'm gonna sun you, not hot cross when I say I'm...
Dizzee Rascal's recent output in the past few years has been bloody stellar. Considering where he was at in his career, like the late 2000s, early 2010s. Yeah, it's a step up. Raskit and the Don't Gas Me EP were both quite solid. Dizzee's first album, Boy in the Corner, is one of my favorite hip-hop records, period. It's got some of the most rambunctious and insane production I've ever heard, but also gives you an amazing insight to who Dizzee is as a person and what his upbringing was like, telling many vivid stories about the UK rave scene he grew up with and his relationship problems and whatnot, and it's all incredibly gritty and wonderfully told, with so much conviction on the mic as well from Dizzee himself. And here we have a brand new entry in his catalogue, E3 as fuck. Electronic Entertainment Extras. I'm not sure exactly, specifically what the relevance of it is, but just the fact that he's naming it E3AF, a postcode, signals to me that he's tapping even further to who he really is. And right out the gate on the opening track, God Knows, he is so not here for the bullshit. This opening track is coming from the perspective of someone that's been through the industry's bullshit, has faced so much annoying hardship, and God fucking knows he's not here to deal with any freaking more. I like that line where he says like he doesn't know how long it's been since he's been raving, but these last few nights I've been craving. Like he's just so like just ready to break free, and that intensity is so vivid in his performance on this track. And the instrumental on this song is fan-fucking-tastic. It's really fast-paced, there's a really catchy lead bell melody going on throughout the whole song, and some wonderful, grimy, squelchy bass to just propel it so brilliantly. P Money on the track too is fantastic. And most of the record follows suit with this track. It's mostly really fast-paced, loud, and fucking hard. It doesn't give you the same introspection that Boy in the Corner did, sadly, but positively it doesn't go too far into that poppy radio-friendly direction that he went in the late 2000s. The poppiest the record gets is on the track Body Loose, but even on this song, like, he sounds in his pocket, and to be fair, he still did, even when he did go fully commercial on tracks like Bonkers and Dance With Me. He still sounded very comfortable in those songs, like he was able to adapt to that scene pretty effortlessly. And that's definitely the case on this new record too. The tracks that do have a more sensitive, uplifting, upbeat feel, they're not my type of thing really, but I think Dizzee doesn't sound, you know, awkward on them at all. He's dabbled in these styles in the past to a much more extreme capacity, so yeah, tracks like Body Loose and You Don't Know, they didn't feel like out of place, like they're from a whole other fucking universe that deserved a different rapper or something. Like Dizzee never at any point sounds out of pocket, except for when he made that Kevin Spacey line. Molest the beat like Spacey. Why'd you write that? That was a little out of pocket. But okay, but besides that, he sounds out, like, you know, he sounds where he belongs. He sounds where he belongs on all these beats. Another favorite of mine is the track with Chip. The beat has this catchy as fuck flute lead that is so damn infectious, and all of his flows are brilliant. I love the way he switches his flow up on the second verse. He sounds pretty on top of the world on this track. On the opening verse, I like how he says, if I come down, I'll catch myself. I don't need backup. I don't need a gang. I'll back myself. He's so ahead, he'll lap himself, bro. Very confident performance from Dizzee, and he plays so well off of Chip, the feature. I think Chip and Dizzee have amazing chemistry. Chip's verse, I think, is really animated and fun. Great flows from him too. He did have a few kind of weak-ish lines, like the square root, clever. that was kind of corny. The track Don't Be Dumb, which is the song that features the Spacey line I was talking about. I can't knock the performances from Dizzee and Ocean Wisdom on this track. They both rap absurdly fast, so if you're into fast, speedy rapping and stuff, have a good time with this one. It does kind of have a little like rapping fast for the sake of rapping fast, but they sound like they're having so much fun on this track. Like it's real tangible how excited the two are getting on this track. The beat is fantastic too, and they have a really good chemistry. I love how they literally trade lines in the middle of a verse on this song. It's pretty exciting. At Like You Know had my favorite beat on the record. Smoke Boys pop in for a feature. All the features on this album actually went over fantastically, especially Getz and Kano on the East Side. That's the best song, I think. Everyone on that song performed amazingly well. The beat just has this grandiosity that really brilliantly complements them. The tracks Be Incredible and Energies and Powers have more of like a uplifting, motivational kind of tone to them, which Dizzee sounds perfectly fine on as well. Be Incredible I thought was a nice way to end it, even though the singing was a little bit over the top for my taste, it was still a nice sentiment and like a sweet way to end things off. This record for me like truly explodes for those banger type tracks. You know, those are the ones that I think Dizzee just goes crazy on. He really blows my mind on with his performance, his flows and everything. The tracks that have that more uplifting motivational tone, the ones that are more radio friendly, also work for what they're going for as well. I wouldn't really come back to them in favor of the hard grimy grime songs and stuff, but if that's what you're looking for, Dizzee doesn't do a bad job of it either. I guess the only thing keeping me from being fully head over heels in love with the record is just that lack of like personal connection it has. Like, this record feels like it's kind of ticking all of the boxes for a good rap record in 2020. You got the hard crazy hit singles, you got the great features, you got the track that's real motivational at the end and shit. I wish maybe it got a bit more like personal, specific, had a bit more of an identity to it. That's kind of what Boy in the Corner had for me, you know, like the personality on that record shined above everything else, you know, the stories, his wording, the production, it all just brimmed with personality. And Dizzee doesn't sound like he's trying to be anyone else. He sounds comfortably himself. I guess maybe it's just not going like all the way, and obviously that's why I love to see. I love to see expression just maximized in the most crazy way, and that's when I find the records that I love and all that. So I'm gonna score it 7 out of 10 is what I'm gonna give this record, but I do think it's his best since Showtime. I'd say probably his best since Showtime, which is a fucking long time ago. so yeah, I think it tops Raskit. And there you go, those are my thoughts on the new Dizzee. I hope you enjoyed my review right now. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate every single person that took the time to click on this video, take a minute out of their day to watch a little something I made. That's real sweet, you know, and I appreciate you. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're doing well, and I hope to see you on the next video whenever that does occur. Stay tuned. See you later.